Crystal here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I will be sharing with you guys 10 tips that I followed in order to be successful on my aspirant prosecutor interviews on first attempt. I just first want to say congratulations to those who made it. Go out there, shine and show them what you are made of. Now this is the last step for you to become a prosecutor. I hope you will listen attentively to the steps that I'm going to share with you guys so that you can make it. Those who did not make it, do not be discouraged. You can apply for other opportunities, but if you really want to be a prosecutor, you can try again next year and eventually you may make it. So I have written all the magical steps in this diary. Everything in here is very important. The first thing that I did was to understand the prosecutor's role deeply. The first thing that I did was to read section 179 of the Constitution. By now, you know it. There is no need for me to tell you what it says. I also went through some sections of the NPA Act, especially the ones that are talking about the powers of the prosecutor. I read the mission and vision of the NPA and their code of conduct. You can never go wrong. That is the starting point. Those are the things that I did first. Number 2, you must master common criminal law scenarios. This is very important because it's going to test how you are going to apply the law in real life cases. So remember those criminal law and criminal procedure scenarios that our lecturers used to give us when we were writing exams? Those ones, master them. You must know what you're going to charge the person with just by reading the scenario. Another thing that I did was to revise key procedural laws, because there are things that you are going to be doing on a daily basis as a prosecutor. Bail proceedings, you are going to do bail each and every day. Plea and sentence, you're going to do it each and every day, so you must know these things. Admissibility of evidence, every day during trial that is going to be tested, so you must know it. Arrest, detention and fair trial, you must know it as to after how long a person can appear before court, and if 48 hours expires, what will then happen, what are the exceptions. You must know those things. I know you know them already because you made it, you passed the exam, so you know these things. The other thing that I did was to practice analytical thinking. By now you are a law graduate. We did this in varsity. So they're going to test your reasoning. They're going to test how fast you can reason. They're going to test how you reason. You must show calm reasoning, fairness and integrity. Number 5 would be to stay updated on current legal developments. A lot is happening in SA, guys. You must be updated. You must know the current affairs that are relating to the law. You must be aware of recent landmarks, judgment, legal reforms, especially those touching on gender-based violence, corruption, and constitutional rights. So if you are asked a question that is related to this, if you squeeze in a case law that is related to this shows initiative. So this will be good. This will make you look good. Number 6, know the values and vision of the NPA. I think this it's like a duplicate, but you must know the core mandate: integrity, accountability, credibility, professionalism, and service excellence. Another thing that I prepared for was ethical dilemmas. As a prosecutor, especially those who are working in big cities, you may be faced with many ethical dilemmas. People approaching you, asking you favors. You must know what you're supposed to do in those kinds of situations, and you must also know how you can answer those ethical related questions if they were to be posed to you. Number 8, review law of evidence. You are going to deal with it each and every single day. Admissibility of evidence, hearsay evidence, chain of custody. This might test your understanding of the real world application in criminal trials. Because believe me, if someone confessed during trial, they're going to say, I was assaulted. So you must know how you will deal with this kind of evidence. If you are having hearsay evidence, how are you going to make it admissible in court? How are you going to present it in court? Because there are exceptions wherein hearsay evidence can be accepted in court, because people think that hearsay evidence is not admissible, but it is. But there are some exceptions, so you must know those exceptions. You must know the boxes to tick in order for the hearsay evidence to be admissible. Number 9, be professional and grounded. On the day of the interview, make sure that you are dressed in a formal manner. You are wearing your black and white. Show them that you are ready to prosecute. Speak clearly. That is very important, because as a prosecutor, you'll be talking from 8:15 until 4:15. You'll be talking. So you must be audible. Show confidence, but not in an arrogant manner. And you must listen carefully to the questions, because they assess how you think, not just what you know. Because sometimes you might not know the answer, but if you listen attentively, you can try to think of something similar, or maybe a case or something, I don't know. But the way you're going to answer, even though you don't know the way you're going to answer the question, even though you don't know the answer, I think that is something that can count for something. I don't know, but I hope it counts. Number 10, reflect on why you want to be a prosecutor. You must be authentic, have a little story of why you want to be a prosecutor. It must be like mission driven and something that connects your values to justice and public service. I hope that you guys find this video helpful. Unfortunately, I cannot share with you guys the questions that I was asked during the interview, but I can assist you guys and share with you how I prepared for my aspirant prosecutor interview. This is how I prepared, and why did I think of this when I was preparing for the interview? I simply went to the internet. I simply Googled, and I simply asked Google, how can I prepare for the aspirant prosecutor interview? What can I expect? And this is what I found. And I went through these things, and it really helped, because even though it was my first interview, I managed to answer the questions because I prepared, and I did not know what they were going to ask, but because I prepared, it was easy for me to answer those questions. So do not panic. Do not go around asking people for interview questions. What did they ask you? What? No. You preparing is sufficient. Don't go around asking for interview questions, because you will be confused. You will focus on the interview questions that others were asked, other than focusing on preparing for the main interview. You must be prepared for any question. They can ask any law related question, so you must be prepared for that. Do not stress yourself about what others were asked. Focus on how you are going to ask the questions that they are going to ask you. Because if you focus on wanting to know the questions that others were asked, you might fail the interview, because you will only focus on that and you won't be open-minded. So I hope this will be helpful. I know this will be helpful because it was helpful to me, and because of going through these steps, I managed to be successful in my interview because I was prepared for any question, not a specific question, but for any question. So I'll see you guys on another video. I'm sorry for making this video in my PJs. Bye.